Uliona ile story ya sijati the price of sukari in Kenya has become what? At the end, okay, the price of sukari was higher than price ya nani? Ya simiti. Then mseka comment supike chai na simiti basi. Kuna sana kwa comment. Ati welcome to Kenya. Ati where when it gets cold, people stop thinking about guys don't think about farming, guys think about having sex. Then I guess hatuna mashamba, acha tulimane.
Acha tulimane, hatuna shamba.
Like Richard, there's another that chekesha me sana. Ati welcome to Kenya where drunk drivers drive straight and sober drivers go zigzag to avoid potholes.
Nyakes. So,
Imumana.
It just cold.
I was waiting for the punchline.
Mazi?
Actually, it's because I said they're avoiding potholes. I wasn't supposed to say that.
Nisa Aisha pizza. Twende.
Episode 28, part 2 of Kenya's premier sports video podcast, the 3 Quarters podcast. Today being the 11th of June 2017, we are shooting this episode from Ntinda in Kampala. And we want to start by thanking our host for giving us the opportunity to shoot episode 28, which of course will be dropping on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel within the course of the week. As always, we start with thanking our fans, our viewers, our subscribers, our followers for taking a time to watch an episode of the 3 Quarters podcast. And on behalf of the 3 Quarters podcast, all we can say is asanteni na shukran sana. With every passing week, of course, the road to Japan draws closer. And the Rugby World Cup in Japan 2019 draws closer. As a matter of fact, this weekend being the weekend of 10th June 2017, we were in Kampala to watch the Kenya Simbas take on the Uganda Cranes, which is the first leg of the Elgon Cup. The second leg is going to be the beginning of also the Car Cup, Gold Cup, which is going to be taking place on 24th of June 2017 in Nairobi at the RFUEA grounds. We then take on Tunisia and Senegal in Nairobi. We go to Bulawayo to take on Zimbabwe and wrap up with the game against Namibia in Windhoek. How do we support these boys? Jump onto the Road to Japan hashtag to support the Kenya Simbas, because the truth and the fact of the matter is the Kenya Simbas are the superstars of rugby in Kenya. This is Ngashi, official noisemaker.
Sebo, Jeringus, Kenyana.
How many names do you have?
In Kampala, Sebo.
But anyway, we get into part 2. And of course, the first thing is Bad Man of the Week. Yeah. So, Ngus, I'll let it go to you, Bad Man of the Week.
Bad Man. Hey, we had a couple of bad men yesterday.
Yeah.
I think our special mention will go to Ivan Amago, number 10, Uganda.
Yes.
The guy was really brilliant. It was very entertaining to watch. With his constant
chip kicks.
Yeah, chip kicks. And it earned them a try.
Yes, he did. Philip Wokorach actually ended up scoring.
Ended up scoring that. Yeah. And it reminded me about I reminded you of the Australian
Stephen Larkham. Yes, 2003.
2003 World Cup.
Yes.
It was something a bit similar. It was quite a sight to watch.
Yeah.
Sight to behold.
Yeah.
As well as Isaac Adimo, number 22
for Kenya. Yes.
He came and really changed the game for Kenya.
Yeah.
The momentum.
Yeah.
Changed because it gave us more options in attack.
Yeah.
But for the 80 minutes,
yeah,
Bad Man of the Week is one Samson Onsomo.
That's very true.
Number 9, Kenya.
Number 9, Kenya actually plays for the Resolution Impala Saracens.
Yes.
Samson Onsomo, I remember when we were discussing before we started our international games, Kenya started the international games, and they're saying what Onsomo gives you is an option in attack.
Yep.
He's very quick, he's very nifty. He reminds you of Edwin Achayo, just with pace.
Yeah, with pace. Just a faster Achayo.
Just a faster Edwin Achayo.
Yeah.
And one thing I like about Samson Onsomo, like I was watching yesterday's game, so we knew that these guys were actually going to go for the 8th man pick, because our flankers were a bit off yesterday, to be honest.
It was a bad day in the office.
It was a bad day in the office. Yeah. So what do? Take 8th man pick and they're off. I don't know if you watched how Onsomo was going for the tackles. He was going low. Because he knew if I square up, these guys are going to flatten me. He plays. It was some intelligent rugby, and I do agree with you.
And you could see he even got a try out of quick thinking.
Yes.
Went to the ball.
Yeah.
Played with the referee. Didn't hear the whistle.
Yes.
Blow.
Yes.
Went to score the try very quick.
And it's also good to say that he knew that the backs were going to have pace to catch up with him.
Yep.
he slid before, and
Yep.
he knew the momentum
From
was
the
going
five.
to exactly. He knew the momentum was going to carry
Yeah.
him onto into the try box.
Yep.
So I do agree that Samson Osongo actually had a very good game yesterday, and that I do agree with the fact that he's a bad man of the week.
Yeah.
Takes us on to our next segment, Rugby 101, where we try to educate the public about the game of rugby, be it the lingo, be it the rules, just so that when you come watch these games with us, because we believe that in a matter of time, the stadiums are going to be flooding with guys because of our clarion call. You don't float. You understand what guys are talking about when it comes to the game of rugby. So we're still on the scrum, and infringements to do the scrum.
Yeah.
Again, I take you back to episode 9, what a scrum is. Scrum is a way to restart play, either as a result of minor infringements, whether it's a forward pass, it's a knock-on, and it's normally when the set of forwards, 8 players each, bind, tussle, and contest for a ball that's spread through the tunnel by the scrum half. So the infringement for today is the obstruction of scrum halves that's normally done by flankers.
Yeah.
When I'm a defending scrum half, right, I have the chance to, my opposing number, of course, is the scrum half. When you're feeding the ball as a scrum half, it's going to go to the end of the scrum,
Yeah.
where now the scrum half is going to play it, or the 8th man is going to play it. Now, me as the defending scrum half, I am allowed to follow you. Of course, I also can be offside.
Yeah.
To follow you as the attacking scrum half to try and interrupt your play. Making sure you don't gain yards or you don't have a crisp pass. You just to make you make a mistake. So you have instances where now the flankers, because of the guys on the side, now they obstruct the scrum half, blocking him from getting to the tail end of the scrum to be able to have a chance to defend it. If you do that, it's a full penalty.
Yep.
So if you obstruct a scrum half when he's trying to defend or trying to get access to his opposing number, or either to limit the yardage of the 8th man, it does result to a full penalty. So there's no obstruction at the scrum. You should allow the scrum half to get to the tail end and contest for the ball with his opposing scrum half.
I think, is it maybe prudent to note as well that the flankers, the back rows, can extend the offside line by outstretching themselves.
Yes.
That way, in a way, you obstruct, but you're not obstructing.
Yeah.
It's in a way to try and enable your scrum half to play the ball.
Exactly, that's true. But if it comes out that you're obstructing, then of course it becomes a full penalty.
It's a very thin line.
It's a very thin line. Rugby is everything in rugby is a very thin line. In fact, Richie McCaw, former New Zealand captain, he used to say that he has the first 5 minutes to test out a referee. In the first 5 minutes, you know if the referee is going to call it or is not going to call it in a game. So I guess
you can gauge.
He can get exactly. He can gauge
not to engage.
He can gauge and see what they want to do. Next, to go to our next topic, which is the Simba Focus, where is our special segment. We try to just talk about matters about the Kenya Simbas, because of course they're in the international season, and therefore just to highlight and bring the spotlight on these boys, because unfortunately they don't get the spotlight. So today, of course, we are done with mentioning our preferred starting 15. Just a couple of things I think we should touch on, where we think they need to rectify in terms of play from what we've seen in the Germany and the Uganda game. And more importantly, which players do we want to see back in terms of, because we are seeing a problem in leadership, we are seeing a problem in decision making. So which are some of the players we actually think should be brought back into the Simba system to make sure that we have a convincing game against, or convincing games against Uganda, Senegal, Tunisia, Zimbabwe, and Namibia. So Ngos, what do you think we need to work on? Who are the players you think you need to come back?
Well, as we said in part 1, I believe our forwards are the main. That's where we need to work on, especially when it comes to the breakdown situations. There's our racks. We need to get that right. Let's go back to the basics. I believe once we do that, everything will fall into place. And lineouts, we are good. I think we're really well. Oliver Mangeni, the general, Leonard General, and then Simon Muniafu. I think is now the understudy. I think there that sector we're quite well. Get our backs right. I think, and Isaac Adimo coming in at 10. Maybe as an impact player. As you said, we have a nice problem. We have a very nice problem. And then players to come in, especially from the leadership side, leadership angle. I think we need the likes of Nikuli back. Brian Nikuli. Because right now, as you see, the current captain, Wilson Kopondo, is injured. On the pitch, captain of the day was Darwin Mukitsa. But then again, I don't think Darwin is more of a leader.
Yes.
On the pitch.
Yes.
We really miss someone like Brian Ikuli there.
Yes.
To at least marshal these guys.
Yes.
Because he shouldn't have had such a horrible first half.
Yes.
I believe.
That's
and it was all mental.
And it was all, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a nucleus of leadership. There's, of course, Wilson Kopondo is a team captain. But Brian Ikulis, Edwin Achayo, Nick Baraza, I think you need to bring those guys back. Mainly because they do offer, you can't buy experience.
Nope.
And these guys have been in the gutter. They've seen the team. They've taken the team back from late 30s to where it is.
Yep.
I had a chat with Wilson Kopondo, and there's something he told me. Brian Ikuli was in charge when Kopondo was injured. Brian Ikuli was in charge of the team and took the team to the heights that we saw last year, right?
Yes.
In many of those games, we were coming from behind, and it was because of the leadership we were seeing, even with like Nachayo and Nick Baraza, and able to uplift the players because there is a young bunch.
Guys,
Yes, the moral guys, and I do think the team technical bench needs to really think about bringing back Edwin Achayo, Nick Baraza, and Brian Ikuli. I think from that perspective, then we'll be able to move forward.
We can go a long way.
We can go a long way. I do also agree with you. The racks, we need to work on our breakdowns. Our back rows need to be agile. We need to be in the zone because, as we were saying, breakdown is where the game is won.
Yep.
So I do agree with you from where you're coming from. The kind of things that I think the technical bench needs to work on. We don't finish without saying that we need to hype up and get guys to come support the boys. First game, as we've said, is 24th of June. Then there's 8th of July and 15th of July, Tunisia and Senegal. Those are the games that are going to be in Nairobi. So make a point of coming to the RFU air grounds. Just give your support to the boys. And let's make some noise for the boys. We move to the international rugby scene. Matt Gito has exited Toulon. And it's kind of clear that Gito is on his way out. He's retiring. He's been in the game for close. I think the first time I watched him was the 2003 World Cup.
That's more than a decade.
That's more than a decade.
Almost 2 decades.
Yeah, he came in. George Gregan had a blood bean in the final, and he came in. I just want to ask, what do you think is brought to the game in general, and what do you think Australia will miss when Matt Gito leaves?
I think they'll miss out on his experience, especially.
Yeah.
And his leadership in the season.
Yes.
Yeah. Matt Gito that was one fantastic player. Okay, still is.
Yes.
Yeah, still is.
Yeah.
But at his prime,
yes,
we really got entertained by his play.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Australia will quite. That's a legend.
That's a legend.
He's a legend.
That's true. I mean, and when Gito concussed during the World Cup final, you saw how the game changed. I mean, Catley Beale is explosive, but
nah,
he doesn't bring the experience that Matt Gito brings.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so I do think they will miss Gito's leadership and experience from a large part. But all we can say is that we've had a very lovely time watching Matt Gito being Australia's general at number 10 and also at number 12. Goes on to our next topic. The Lions, the British and Irish Lions, are touring New Zealand as we speak. Just some education. The British and Irish Lions is a team that's a combination of England, Scotland, Wales, and Ireland. So what guys don't understand is that there's United Kingdom and there's Britain.
Yes.
United Kingdom is England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Britain is England, Scotland, and Wales. Yes. Great Britain. Ireland has never. Ireland, so it's called British and Irish Lions. That's why it's called the British and Irish Lions. So you get guys from those 4 teams to form a team that normally tours the Southern Hemisphere. So this year they tour in New Zealand. They played against the New Zealand Provincial Barbarians and beat them 13-7. They lost to the Auckland Blues.
It's surprising.
And then they beat the Canterbury Crusaders 12-3. Now, out of those 3 games and what you've said about the Lions, what do you think these guys need to work on to make sure that they have a convincing? I don't think they're going to win, to be honest. But
I was just about to say the same thing.
It's not a whitewash against the All Blacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, these guys, they're the superstars of
Northern Hemisphere.
Of Britain
and Ireland. Yeah.
Northern Hemisphere, and I think a lot of French guys would have checked in.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So they'll have it right.
Yeah.
But beating New Zealand, that's a tall order.
Yeah.
That's a very, very tall order.
Yeah.
but they just might have a game.
Yes.
Maybe one game.
Yeah.
But not at the Cathedral, though.
It's not going to be at Eden Park. It's going to be at West Park Stadium in Wellington. After the performances I've seen against Blues and Crusaders, to be honest,
very doubting.
I'm doubting even whether they're going to sneak in that one game. I think they're going to be swept 3-0. But we don't know. We wait for the...
And then again, Crusaders, it wasn't the Crusaders that...
there were a couple of All Blacks.
A couple of All Blacks,
but
yes.
it was... Anyway, we just wait and see how it's going to... At the end of June, of course, is when they're going to be playing. They're going to have the first test against the All Blacks. And then beginning the first 2 weeks of July, we're going to have the second and third test against the New Zealand All Blacks. So, if you're not aware, the British and Irish Lions are touring New Zealand, Aotearoa as we speak right now. Therefore, catch up with what's happening in Down Under and get to know what the British and Irish Lions are doing Down Under before they take on the New Zealand All Blacks. That has been episode 28, part 2 of Kenya's premier sports video podcast, the 3 Quarters podcast. The sun is hot in Kampala, so you'll excuse us for sweating as it's happening. But anyway, that's what's happening in Kampala. As always, we ask you guys to like our Facebook page, to follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is Ngash, your official noisemaker.
Jiringus Kenyana.
Stay tuned for episode 28, part 3.